Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're doing an MTV Serena Downtown inspired makeup look. I actually did one, but it was a short / TikTok, and it did pretty well. I did get a lot of questions on how I did certain things with my makeup, part of my hair as well. So I decided let's do an in-depth tutorial, and I'll show you how to do all of that. And let's talk about the show also. I saw a lot of comments of people asking questions, and I did some research. I found some YouTube videos very informative, and I also did my own Google research on certain things. So I decided let's talk about it while I show you how I do my makeup. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about the products in the video, just because I do want to focus on the fun facts and the facts about the show. So if anything, if you can't see it while I'm doing it, then I'm just gonna put the products down below. Also, every video that I name, I'm gonna post down below as well. So let's get into it. Before we get into the facts, I'm gonna show you quickly how I do the baby swoops, and then we're gonna do the makeup and talk about the fun facts. So what I use is water, gel. I specifically use this one. It's just my favorite one. I feel like it lasts a lot longer. We're gonna use this, and then I use I think it's called a rat tail comb. I use one of these. So that's how we're gonna do it. And then most importantly, when you gel it, it likes to pop up. So what I do is I add in a headband. I have a mirror here, so I might be looking here. Okay, so I section it off in the middle like this. Right. One piece from here, from each side like that. Don't make it too thick, but like just like that. As I go with the gel, I go like that. I don't use that much. I use a little tiny bit. And it's the same thing. You're just gonna, So now that they're both covered, we're gonna go like this. I put it down, and then this, and then go like that. Right? Same thing with this one. So you go, doop, press against your forehead, and then you just hold this one, and it's the same thing. Okay, so now we have those, right? So now we're gonna grab from the side, that much, right? We're gonna wet it a little bit. Don't drench it, just a little tiny bit. Let me show you. So essentially like that. You want to cover it, right? And then boop. And then there you go. So you have the sides, right? Okay, so now I use the headband. You want to be careful though, like when you're doing this.
Okay, so now
Here you go like that too. So now that our hair is done, we can get into the makeup and the facts. Also, sorry that the light changed. It's because the sun is going down. Okay, so Serena is a character in MTV Downtown. And if you're not familiar with MTV Downtown, which I feel like if you clicked on this video, you probably are, because that's very niche. Basically, MTV Downtown is a show that was on MTV. The show aired August 3rd, 1999, and it only has 13 episodes, so it did end fairly quickly. That same year, it ended November 8th, 1999. Surprisingly though, they say there's 13 episodes, right? But MTV only aired 12 episodes because they claimed that the 13th episode was lost. But that episode is actually the Trip or Treat episode, when everyone's like tripping. Which is actually on YouTube, and you can actually watch all the episodes for MTV Downtown. I feel like this show definitely got a cult-based following in the past couple of, I want to say in the last 2 years. It definitely got a cult-based following. Now, I don't think that it was as popular as it was back then, but then again, I don't know. But I do feel like a lot of people now care about the show. The show was created by Chris Pulaski. I might be butchering his name, don't come for me. It was created by Chris Pulaski, and it's actually based off of his like friends and random people in the Lower East Side of New York. That's why in the show everything is in New York. And I think it's really cool though, because if you go on YouTube, you can actually find the interviews of people. So for example, Serena, I'm pretty sure you all have seen it. There's the video of her, the interview where she's talking about Marilyn Manson and being goth. Serena is voiced by Phoebe Summersquash, a woman that you see in the interview that's actually Melody Henry. She's such a beautiful woman. These characters off of real people that they saw on the streets. They would go to the Lower East Side and just interview random people, interview some of their friends. And actually they didn't have enough voice actors, so some people would just be randomly playing random people's voices. Like the editor could have probably been one. But they were very limited on the voice actors. So on the topic of voice actors, extremely unfortunately, Chaka, which is crazy because everyone in my comments were talking about her and they were saying that's their favorite character. Her voice actor actually passed away, and it's very unfortunate. She passed away in 2023, so it's pretty recent. The voice actor for GOAT as well, he also passed away in 2023, unfortunately, as well. Chris Pulaski, that is who created MTV Downtown. He actually was an animator on Daria and Beavis and Butthead, which is kind of crazy. MTV had a animation series. Hold on, I'm contouring my nose. This is some serious work right now. Locking in.
1 second. Gotta lock in.
MTV actually had this thing called MTV Animations, and that's where a lot of shows first started, like Daria and Beavis and Butthead, which is where Chris Pulaski was working before he did MTV Downtown. MTV actually asked him if he wanted to create a show because they were airing just random animations at this point of people, and Chris Pulaski went ahead and created MTV Downtown. He also had George alongside with him. Not too sure of his last name, to be completely honest with you, so that might be something you would have to look up. So before I continue talking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and do the eye makeup. I feel like this is like the most important part, just because it is a lot different from hers, but not that different. So I'm gonna use my Elf, and I'm gonna use this multi purple stick. I'm gonna use it for eyeliner though, and I'm gonna put eyeshadow on it. I'm just gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna talk while I do it because I do have to concentrate. So I did my eye makeup, so now I'm gonna just add mascara, my eyelashes, and do my eyebrows, and have to do my lips. Now let's get into the actual show. I'm not sure if you've all watched it or watched all the episodes. I mean, there's not that many, and I think that it's such a good take on like New York and like the culture, because even though it was filmed so long ago, I still feel like it's still relevant to like today and how everything is. Just people having fun, figuring themselves out, finding themselves, love, people being obsessed with goth girls and then not actually liking them for who they are. I feel like that's still extremely relevant. Oh, Alex, right? Alex is just a nerdy, chill dude, and he meets Serena because she comes to his shop to do some flyers. I kind of don't want to spoil it, but I feel like if you're watching this, you've probably seen it already. Majority of the storyline kind of consists of Serena and Alex I feel like they're kind of like the main characters. But we have Jen. So Jen is Alex's bestie pop, Alex's best friend. And then we also have Fruity. We have Leah, Go, Matt, Mecca. If you go on the website on MTV Downtown website, you can actually get a character card for everyone, which is really cool. You learn a little bit more about everyone. So with that same multi-stick, I'm using it to use on my lips just so I can match. Okay, so I'm back. I picked my lashes. So I'm basically completing the look now. This off. Once again, I am not a professional makeup artist. I don't think I look anything like her. This is just an inspiration makeup and hair by her from her character. I think the show is great. You should all go watch it. I will link it down below so you can go ahead and watch the episodes, and any information, anything I talked about will also be in the description, and the products that I used will also be in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Life can be cruel. Besides, I just saved her like 3 cavities.